Larry, what changes did they make in the second half, especially underneath?
They made shots. You know, first half. I never coached a game where a team got 11 shots. But that was we weren't prepared offensively at all. We didn't handle their zone or the matchup very well. And then I thought Ellis really impacted the game. They got him for 4 blocks, but I thought he affected a lot of shots on the inside. And then they made big shots, late clock. You know, we helped when we weren't supposed to help. We even start the second half out with a double team, and our center tries to take a charge on a 6'5" guy. Doesn't jump very high. But you know, everything that could go bad, we zone them with 6 seconds to go. They get an offensive rebound, and then we help off a shooter. They make a 3, late clock. You know, Thomas made 2, and I think every time they made a big play, we put our heads down, and their confidence rose. So I thought that was just a case of, you know, one team being better prepared than the other.
We asked Sterling and Cannon about some of the shooting percentages of your guys tonight, and they said Cincinnati junked up its defense. Can you elaborate on that, what they did to present unorthodox looks?
Well, they run a matchup, and they deny early, and, you know, we kind of got out of joint. We didn't, you know, we had the ball inside an awful lot and didn't convert, so then your offense is going to look horrible. I don't know how many times we had it in the paint and didn't come away with anything, even a foul. But they junk it up, and you don't have good ball movement, you don't make hard cuts. It's tough, and I think we were kind of confused about what we were in, and that's on me. I told them. But, you know, thank God we got a game coming up against a quality team. We got to get over this one and move on. But, you know, hopefully this is kind of a good lesson for us. There's a lot like, you know, the game we played up there. You know, we had control early, did a great job, and then late, you know, we kind of had a hard time scoring. We shoot 34 seconds on the clock. We shoot a corner 3-point shot. You know, we come off a shooter one time and give them an open look, and then another time we're standing 2 inches from a post up, and we don't do anything about it. So these are kind of games you gotta hope you win, and then if you don't, hope you learn from.
Coach, what do you tell your players after a tough loss like this when you have a really hard stretch of games coming up, starting with Tulsa?
I just said this game's over. Let's go on with the next one. You know, I take responsibility for this one. We weren't prepared offensively for this one. And then you look at it. This is a team that doesn't shoot the ball great. They made a lot of tough shots. You know, and then they made some shots because, you know, we didn't execute on the defensive end, and then, you know, you get a little confidence going. But you can only get over this game and go on to the next. And as a coaching staff, you know, we got to coach them better, and we got to have confidence that our kids are going to go out next game and be better. That's happened the last time we played Cincinnati. You know, and we got to learn from this and move on and do better.
Coach, you mentioned you weren't prepared offensively. What positives do you draw from Cunningham's performance in Browns?
Pardon me?
You mentioned you weren't prepared offensively. Cunningham had a fantastic game. He did well off the bench. What positives do you draw from his performance in Browns as well?
Well, I mean, you know, Cannon should be starting. You know, he deserves to start. You know, Marcus, you know, is somebody that's going to play more, but that's a good sign having Cannon come in and play well. Now we got to get Ben to play better. We got to get Ben and Malagu to, you know, loosen up and play better. And I'm confident they will do that. You know, so seeing Cannon play well and seeing Sterling, you know, a lot of people judge it on shots. You know, Cannon scored 14, but, you know, he's our smartest defender of all, you know, him and Yannick. And he helps us in a lot of ways, and, you know, we got to build on that.
You mentioned that as things got better for Cincinnati and their confidence rose, some of your guys, you saw their heads hanging a little bit. Did that reaction surprise you coming from your team?
Do I have to be politically correct?
Answer however you like.
No, you know, we've had a problem there. You know, we've had a huge problem in that regard, and so we'll see. Saturday is a great opportunity to see if we, you know, man up and bounce back. I got to do better, but I didn't think the fact that I thought we tried. I really did, and it breaks your heart. You know, when you're not doing anything on the offensive end and they make a tough shot, the clock running out. That has a way of affecting everybody. You know, so, but we lost to a quality team at home. We just got to bounce back against a quality team on the road, and it's a great chance for us.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.